if you're an aspiring doctor and you've got your sights set on a global career, you already know that picking the right medical school is, well, it's everything. Today, we're going to look at an option that's been turning a lot of heads: Pskov State University's Medical Institute. Let's dive in and see what makes it tick. This is the big question, isn't it? For any future doctor, it's the main thing. Where can you get a top-notch education that's also respected no matter where you end up practicing? Well, the answer just might be the Medical Institute of Pskov State University. So today, we're going to break it all down: the programs, the facilities, and, maybe most importantly, the global accreditations that could literally define your entire medical career. Okay, so first things first. Before you can really get the value of a university, you have to look at its foundation. Where did it come from? And how is it built for the medical world of today? What's pretty striking right off the bat is that this isn't some ancient institution. It was established in 2010. That means it was designed for the modern era of medicine, not built on centuries-old traditions. Today, it's known as the Institute of Medicine and Experimental Biology, and it's a huge part of the wider university. So, we know its foundation is modern, but what would you actually be studying? Let's take a look at what that academic journey really looks like. All right, the heart of the whole curriculum is this 6-year general medicine degree, or what you'd call an MBBS. And the key phrase to catch here is specialist level. That's a big deal. It means this is a super comprehensive program, and the whole point is to produce doctors who are ready to practice and prepared for a truly global career right from day one. So yeah, general medicine is the main path, but check out these other specializations: medical cybernetics and medical biochemistry. This shows you it's not just a traditional curriculum. It really proves they're committed to the cutting edge of what's happening in medical science. The whole academic structure is really built on 3 core pillars. You've got clinical medicine, for that essential hands-on patient care. Then you have fundamental medicine and biochemistry, which is your scientific foundation. And then there's medical informatics, which brings in that high-tech, data-driven approach. It's a really, really well-balanced education. All right, let's talk about what is, for pretty much any international student, the most important section. We need to talk about what makes your degree a real passport to a global career: accreditation. Because, at the end of the day, it all boils down to this one simple question: can you take that diploma from Pskov and build a career back home, or in the US, or anywhere else you dream of practicing? Let's break down exactly how that works. I want you to think of these accreditations like keys that open different doors. Being listed in WDOMS, that's the master key for global recognition. ECFMG is the specific key that unlocks the door to medical residencies in the USA. FIMER confirms the quality of your education on an international stage. And for students from India, NMC recognition is the absolute crucial key to practicing back home. The fact that Pskov has all of them, well, that's a huge deal. Okay, so the degree is globally recognized on paper. That's fantastic. But how does Pskov actually prepare you for the reality of being a doctor? Let's look at the practical side of things. The university's whole approach is about balance. You're not just going to be stuck in a classroom. The knowledge you get in the labs is immediately put to use in 2 really critical ways. First, in these high-tech simulation centers, and then in real hospitals with real patients. And we're not just talking about some basic practice dummies here. No way. The Simulation Center uses some seriously advanced technology, like virtual 3D anatomy systems and these unique polymer-embalmed materials. This means students get incredibly realistic, hands-on practice in a totally risk-free environment long before they ever step foot in a real operating room. And then the training moves into the real world. You'll actually rotate through this whole network of clinical sites, from the main regional hospital to specialized centers for things like oncology, pediatrics, and perinatal care. That kind of variety is exactly what builds a well-rounded, comprehensive clinical foundation. So we've definitely covered a lot of ground. Let's kind of pull everything together and just recap the key facts that really define the PSK advantage. Let's put it all together. You've got an institution that was designed from the ground up for modern medicine. It's a 6-year specialist program, and it's got that full suite of global accreditations you need to practice anywhere. Then you back that up with advanced simulation tech and diverse hospital training. You're looking at the complete package. In the end, it really just comes down to this one simple but powerful idea. The program combines modern infrastructure and international accreditation with affordability. And for any aspiring doctor out there, that combination is pretty hard to beat. So the last question is really for you. When you look at its modern approach, its robust hands-on training, and that all-important global recognition, you just have to ask yourself, could Pskov be the pathway that launches your own career in medicine all around the world?